Sorry, running a little behind this morning. Here are 5 stupid things I've noticed since last time. Houston votes down Equal Rights Ordinance. A couple of weeks ago, the people of Houston, Texas went to the polls and voted to reject a proposed Equal Rights Ordinance that would have made it illegal to discriminate against people on the basis of any of the following characteristics, and I'll read because it's a long list. Sex, race, color, ethnicity, national origin, age, familial status, marital status, military status, religion, disability, sexual orientation, genetic information, gender identity, or pregnancy. Who could possibly object to such a law? So glad you asked. In this case, it seems to primarily have been people who were freaked out by the possibility of trans women being legally entitled to use the ladies' room, which many of them do already and nobody even knows the fucking difference. But yeah, that actually seems reasonable. I can understand where the people who voted against the ordinance were coming from. I mean, clearly this one rather specific concern ought to override the concerns of people who face unjust discrimination throughout their daily lives. All right, what else have we got? Ben Carson says silly things about pyramids himself. Hey, yeah, of course. It's the guy who can't tell his imagination from his autobiographical memory, who thinks that the Egyptian pyramids are grain silos built by the biblical patriarch Joseph, who probably never existed. Joseph, I mean, not Ben Carson. Ben Carson definitely exists. In fact, he's a leading candidate for the Republican presidential nomination. Most polls show him with a comfortable lead over the rest of the pack, trailing only the frontrunner, who is still Donald Trump. Okay, I'm not going to make it through this. Reggie, can you just go get me a coffee or something? I'm only on number 2 and I'm already just dead inside. Can you just run to Starbucks or something, please? Why not Starbucks? What's wrong? Oh, yeah, right. I forgot. Starbucks hates Jesus or something. So just go to Dunkin' Donuts. Or Sheetz. Go to Sheetz. Get me whatever the darkest roast they have. The French roast was good last time. Thank you. Anyway, recently, Starbucks introduced this year's holiday cups. I think they're quite nice. A lovely festive shade of red. Not everybody agrees. For example, Joshua Feuerstein, evangelical Christian, obnoxious dipshit, and guy who loved the Fred Durst costume he wore for Halloween 1999 so much that he just left it on. Feuerstein declared that Starbucks hates Jesus because the cups lack any explicitly Christian imagery, and he urged his fellow Christians to protest by going to Starbucks and giving the baristas a hard time because they decide things like cup design. Hey, by the way, why is this dumbass still recording videos on his smartphone? Didn't he raise 20 grand to buy himself a Red One? Whatever happened to that? Hey, did you leave yet? We have coffee here, right? Just make some coffee here. Yeah, thank you. What's next? Quentin Tarantino pisses off police union by protesting police brutality. So Tarantino takes part in a march in New York protesting police brutality. He later makes it clear that he's not anti-police, but anti-police killing unarmed civilians, and the Fraternal Order of Police responds by threatening to hurt him. Economically speaking, of course. But why is the police union upset at Tarantino? He's protesting police brutality. Aren't they anti-police brutality as well? Shouldn't they be grateful that a celebrity is using his platform to spread their message? Unless police murdering people is bad is not the FOP's message. But, I mean, that would be just bananas, right? Mizzou students piss off everyone by protesting racism. Students, alumni, and faculty at the University of Missouri have spent the last few months protesting an atmosphere of racism and exclusion and disrespect of people of color that they say goes back decades. Last week, University President Tim Wolf accepted responsibility for the school's racial problems and resigned. And yet, because some of them went overboard trying to keep a reporter from coming into their space, the protesters are the bad guys in all of this, and the school administrators are weak and capitulating to political correctness run amok. Black students at a majority white Southern university protesting racism, who get a little testy with the media at one point, are examples of too much political correctness. That's the point that we're at as of right now. Oh yes, thank you so much. Hey, can you get some plane tickets to Canada, please? Thank you. The hardest part is only picking 5. Catch you next time. Only kidding about moving to Canada. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, share it, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and also please consider helping me to make more videos like this by supporting this channel through Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron. Thanks for watching.